Hello and welcome to Winter Grace Senior Ministries. I'm Debbie Bergio. Aging in place is a goal of many older adults. We want to stay in our own homes as long as is possible. However, sometimes we find out that we do need to make some changes, find an alternate place to live, whether it's an independent living, assisted living, memory care, or nursing care. Today I am joined by Patty Hutton, who is the Director of Marketing at the Residences of Vantage Point in downtown Columbia, Maryland. Patty, I'm so happy that you are here with us today.
Debbie, I'm so glad to be part of the resource fair and to share with you what is happening here at Vantage Point.
Well, please do share about all that you can about the residences at Vantage Point.
Well, we are so happy to be celebrating our 30th year anniversary here as part of the downtown Columbia neighborhood and part of Howard County. We opened October 15th of 1990 as Howard County's first continuing care retirement community. Of course, other retirement living options have come into the area, but we have been part of particularly downtown for some time. We offer residential independent living for adults age 60 and over, but we specialize in a full continuum of living options as well as services and amenities, including assisted living memory support, and comprehensive and skilled nursing. So people have the ability to move in, enjoy an active, independent lifestyle, but as circumstances change over time, whether it's a short-term need or a longer-term need, they can stay at the same address with their friends and people they've become to know.
That's wonderful to be able to have, once you're there, you can stay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real blessing. Can you share maybe some, from the independent living, what people might become engaged in, what a day might look like?
Well, we are so fortunate that we have a wonderful team of staff that includes our dining program. We do have restaurant service dining. We have been delivering meals, 3 meals a day to residents in their independent living apartments, as well as throughout the continuum of living services. We have a library, we have marketplace, theater, fitness center, and fitness studio. We have an auditorium for small gatherings. We have garden area outdoors with plenty of walking paths. We're only a mile from Lake Kittamakundi and the downtown area, so a nice walk gets you right downtown, and you can even pick up a few things at Whole Foods.
Oh, excellent. Speaking of walks, I see your walks to end Alzheimer's that Residents at Vantage Point is supporting.
Yes, we have been a supporter for some time, and we have a wonderful team gathered together again this year. Even though we won't have the walk at Centennial, we're staying fully engaged and very enthusiastic.
Excellent, excellent. So when we make that transition from independent living to assisted living, what are some of the things we might expect there?
Well, our assisted living offers private residences. We provide full assisted living, and we offer 3 levels of a traditional assisted living in addition to our specialized memory support, which is a new area for us. We opened that just under 2 years ago. So we have our Hearthstone program, which is certified through the Hearthstone Institute for a very engaging, individualized memory support program.
Excellent, excellent. So if I find myself or a loved one in need of, or I was talking before about aging in place and how everyone would love to do that, but sometimes it's not feasible. What would be the process for learning more about
Well,
Vantage
we
Point?
encourage everyone to educate themselves about what options are available to them because no one, you never know the future entirely. And planning doesn't mean you have to do anything, you have to find out what's available. So we encourage people to give us a call. We're happy to speak with you over the phone. We are doing virtual tours via over the internet, over the telephone, Skype, Facebook. We have some videos that we offer. Um, we can do virtual tours, or we can send you our materials. We are having some scheduled appointments on campus, but we're presently unavailable to tour in person, but we hope to be able to do that soon. We're very fortunate.
Well, I know that the reason it's all virtual and very limited in person is because of COVID. Can you speak to how you all have made adjustments and what's in place to keep your residents safe?
We have we have been taking great precautions since the very early stages. Of course, we like to say we were the first to close, the last to open, as far as a free flowing of visitors and people coming and going as we had um, before February. But we are limiting visitors currently to scheduled visits. They started in outdoor scheduled visits, but now we are available to have scheduled visits of up to two people with residents in the community in independent living.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Assisted living are still scheduled visits outdoors, and we've been doing virtual visits and conversations over um, telephone with smartphones and Skype and so forth, so families are able to stay connected. We're just sending videos to families and trying to keep everyone as engaged as we are, based on
Mm-hmm.
the limitations and the protocols that have been put out by the health department and the state guidelines.
Absolutely. Now, I kind of skipped, I went to talking about COVID and didn't get to your skilled nursing care. Can you talk a little bit about that, how that operates or
Well,
what we
as
can?
a continuing care retirement community or life plan community here in Maryland, our skilled nursing and long-term comprehensive nursing care is available only to residents who have moved into Vantage Point,
Mm-hmm.
beginning with either assisted living or independent living under a residency agreement. So you would, if you have need of nursing care, you would have had to have come in with a residency agreement in order to access our skilled nursing. That is something that
Okay.
is a great comfort to residents who've moved in, but it is
Mm-hmm.
something that we aren't available to everyone. You have to plan ahead.
Sure, of course. So is it a different location, or is the skilled nursing care in where your initial or where you were
Oh,
living
we
before?
are we are a all under one roof here in Columbia.
Okay.
We have a building that is all under one roof. We have our tower independent living apartments, and our health center is three separate floors. One floor in Cedar Place is for our skilled and comprehensive nursing residents.
Okay.
Aspen Place is our traditional assisted living neighborhood, and Monterey Place is our specialized memory support neighborhood. So you're literally under one roof. You just simply would take a separate elevator.
Oh,
But it
that's
works
just fantastic.
beautifully for couples, and one spouse can stay in independent living and the other spouse can receive their care in skilled nursing and still be connected.
That's wonderful. I was shared earlier with you before we began recording about my parents being married for 63 years, and for them to be able to be together, even if they had to be apart, and still be able to get to one another, was just so important.
Right. And you know, you don't have to get in a car. You don't have to worry about weather. You don't have to worry
Mm-hmm.
about time of day. And your friends are able to visit easily. So and you get to know the staff because you've lived here. They're part of your extended connection of friends and people you get to understand and know. So it's not such a it's not such a stressful transition. Should you need rehab for a surgery or an illness for a short-term stay, you already know these people.
That's such a great point. Is there anything else you'd like to share? What sets you apart from
Well,
others in this
one of the
space?
things we like people to know, and we try to educate them on the differences between the different types of retirement communities, but even still the differences in life plan or continuing care retirement communities.
Mhm.
We offer two different types of residency agreements. We are the only community in Howard County that offers a Type A life care agreement, which offers a very predictable monthly cost of living, regardless of whether you're in your independent living apartment or you would need assisted living, memory care, or nursing care. So that is one way that you can provide an assurance of what future costs of healthcare might be. But we also offer a choice. We believe people, like to have choices. Everyone's different. Everyone's planned for their future differently. We have a fee for service agreement that has a lower upfront as well as monthly cost. And then as you may need the additional care in the future, you would pay whatever the cost for that level is. If you have your own insurance or have otherwise planned, then that would kick in. And if you're fortunate to live independently throughout the course of your life, then you've not prepaid for something. So we like to offer choice. Our entrance fees, we also offer choices, and we just introduced a new plan for our refundable entrance fees. We offer a 90% return of investment. So 90% of that upfront fee for move-in is returnable to you or your estate, regardless of how long you live with us.
Mhm.
We added a new 50% refundable plan. So that is a lower upfront cost that has the benefit of a guaranteed return or refund when you leave the community, so that you can help to plan for your estate or to set aside for future needs. And then we have a non 50-month declining refund plan, which offers a great value for those who have planned ahead for their estate or have otherwise determined their plans and want to keep their investments and their assets available for themselves. So we realize we want to offer financial flexibility. We have
Mhm.
a range of independent living apartment residences, from our smart apartments, which are our small but value living, for you have small spaces for big living, so that we have studio and small one bedrooms, up to large 2-bedroom and dens and penthouses of 1,700 square foot. So we like to think we have something for everyone, so that they have the advantage of the connection that we have to the community and staying involved with their friends and their activities in the Columbia area.
That is a lot of flexibility between the financial plans, the size of the spaces in which to live, and the levels of care. That is a
Mhm.
tremendous variety. So,
What people are looking for have changed over time, over the 30 years, certainly, that we have
yeah,
been here serving the seniors of Howard County. So we learn from what people are looking for.
absolutely. Patty, thank you so much for joining us today. On below this video on the page, there's more information about the Residences at Vantage Point, Patty's contact information. I know she'll be happy to take any phone calls and answer any questions
We're,
anyone
we're
might
here,
have.
here to provide information and advice, and help you find the right place for your future or the right plans for you. We hope they
Excellent.
include residences at Vantage Point, but we recognize that there are choices in the community, and we're here to help you find the right one for you.
Excellent, Patty. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Debbie. You too.
Bye-bye.